One verse. Somebody walk with me one time. Just walk with me one time. Just walk with me one time. Walk with me one time. Get the bone out your back, boy. Get the bone out your back. Party people in the place. Taking the place.
Hi, my name is Adrian Cheek. I just finished the first podcast, Laugh But Listen, under Zillionaire Zoo. It was fantastic. The energy was good. We were back and forth with the audience. I really, really hope you'll tune in live for Facebook at 7 p.m. every Wednesday, because we plan to bring you something every Wednesday. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
We miss you.
Listen, I was a single parent, raising my daughter, right, by myself, with my family. You know, her father was there, you know, sound, mind, and body. He just didn't want to participate as a father. So it's about taking accountability.
Right.
Is what it is.
Right.
Yes. Accountability.
That is me.
Right?
Yes.
There's no, listen, no, because we can't say because a child is coming out of a single parent home that they're not going to have the proper upbringing.
Y'all gotta tune in every Wednesday. Join us with this new live podcast we got going on. Zillionaire Zoo Productions. Laugh but listen. It's gonna be a blast. We got all kind of topics. We got all kind of flavor. We got a great panel. Tune in. Make it a party every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Thank you.
I can raise him with all the knowledge and help him understand what, hopefully to get through what we as women, we go through and help them be mind stability for them. But other than that, that's it. Like when I go with my son, we're always 15.
Let me say this. Now, first of all, who says, okay, a woman can't physically do everything, right? But don't tell me that you can't get out there and teach your son how to play football. You can't teach him how to play basketball. Right. All of the things that a man can do, a woman can do as well. Okay. Now, when it comes to, his internal, like, right. It's actually a good nurturer. No, nurture, right. But that we can't do. Okay. We can talk to them about it. We don't know because we don't know how a man feels inside or more than they know how we feel inside. But does not mean that you can't give him the guidance and direction. You understand? Yes, you can. I know several women that's raised men, good ass men, without a man. And his sons are scholars.
For sure.
Again, I applaud all of those situations. At the end of the day, I'm pro-black man. I want to see a boy be successful. That's not what this issue is. See, and this is how we have these problems, because ego gets in the way of the results and the facts. All I'm saying is, if we know that is the best way, don't tell me about what other way it can work. Let's get to the best way.
Peace and blessings. This is Brother Earl. After our first taping of Laugh But Listen, it was live, to say the least. People with varying experiences and feelings about a very real topic about children and relationships. I mean, we were having at it, but I still had a good time. I can't wait for the next one. This is I think we're on to something, and I'm just glad to be on the ground floor while we building this foundation, man, to take it to the next level. So it's Zillionaire Zoo, Brother Earl, Laugh But Listen, each and every Wednesday, 7 o'clock on all streaming platforms. Be there or be square. Look to see you soon. One.
I want to say this. Listen. I agree with y'all to a certain degree, right? But I understand what Shaw said also, right? First of all, getting back to your point, sister, getting back to your point, oh no, a woman can't teach a man how to be a man, right? At some point, the man has to take over and guide him to, you can raise him to his own one, and you can raise him to a certain point, right? After any woman given, he should be in the child's life, because yes, women can teach how to play football, they play sports, and he plays sports, but what about, like Cheryl said, what about the natural order of life, that he has to know how to do, excuse me, that he has to know how to do that.
Is there a natural order?
Thank you.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us on our first broadcast episode of Laugh But Listen. There's more to come. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed our first show. It's just our first one, so look for more to come. And thank you for being a part of our studio audience and viewing us from at home. We love you. Thank you. God bless you. Good night. Hope to see you next week at the same time.
I'm speaking as a natural one. I want to answer your question, but you have to.
I agree, because this generation is not.
I'm speaking as a man raised by a woman. And I'm going to explain to you what she can and what she could not do. I'm raised by a woman.
Wait, is that because
You're right, personal experience.
this is just your personal experience?
I'm going to give my testimony.
Right.
I did not play no sports that you're going to hit me. If you're going to touch me on the nail, rip my clothing, break my nail, I'm not playing.
You know why? That's because you're a new position.
Because if you... I am going to answer you emotionally. And I am not held accountable for what I do to you.
I agree.
Because I am not going to think like a man. I'm going to emotionally deal with you like a woman. Now it took me years to comprehend why I was the way I was so violent with people.
Me too.
Because I see my pops as cool as ice water, but people still didn't mess with him. Because he had this look, like I see him in Ice Cube, they get that look, and people just leave him alone. See, my mother didn't have that look. She just wowed out. So now that's why I picked them up. Just go crazy with it. But that's what I miss. I miss from my father just the fact of him saying, you don't got to attack everybody and everything that poses a threat to you. Number one, they know better than you, so they really ain't a threat at all. So sometimes you can say something and give a person that look where he know not to take it any further. And I'm telling you, and my mother's still alive, she's 98 right now. She did the best job she could do.
This is DB Sharp, the celebrity favorite, aka Black. And I'm telling you, not just because I'm a host of the show Laugh But Listen, I'm telling you because I really, really enjoy the feedback from the audience. So I'm inviting anybody who wants to be at this show to DM Zillionaire Zoo so that you can be on this show and give your feedback, because the day was big and serious on relationships, you know. So there's going to be many other topics and many other causes, but I want you to be there. Or listen, if you're not there, then you're nowhere. Zillionaire Zoo, DB Sharp, Earl, Cheryl, Cheeks, Steve is the move for 2023. Yes.
It's Barbara Chick. We in here with Laugh But Listen, the new live podcast. It was amazing tonight with Zillionaire Zoo. We talked about very important information that deal with families, kids, single parents, just men's issues, women's issues. Please tune in and participate. Come see, come chill, come get your voice heard. We had a great time tonight. We'll see you in another week.
Hey, I'm Yannick. I want us to give a huge shout out to Zillionaire Zoo. They killed it tonight and with great discussions. I'm glad that we were able to interject. And I'm getting my big ups for setting up the live today. It was really a great conversation. I'm glad that I came out.
Hello. Yo, tonight was dope. I love the Laugh But Listen podcast. This was dope tonight. We had a good time. I'm definitely gonna be back next Wednesday. If you pro-black, your ass need to be here. That's one thing, because you need to understand who you are as a person. If you can't get the conversation that you need from the panel, you'll definitely get it from somebody in the audience. This is the podcast to be at. Shouts out to the Laugh But Listen podcast. Holla at your boy.
Most men can't get out because we stand up and say, I do this. That's the problem. And it's just goes for women. Alright, so when you said look at you and blink twice, I ain't gotta blink nowhere. I blink all day long. So don't get it twisted. I'm here for you. The problem is most of us are liars and can't keep it 100.
I'm glad you said that, right? Those are my thoughts exactly, right? I'm glad he said what he said in his comment, when he said people are judging or condescending and thinking that, you know what I'm saying, look at a person because they have multiple parties. I feel a person like this, when she said a person for who they are. You know what I'm saying? No matter, you get what you see, you know what I'm saying?
That's for real.
But most people, when you meet them, you meet their representative. Like he said, most men don't tell the truth. Right. And I agree with that because I'm a former athlete, right? You know, that's like entrapping someone. Yeah. You know you have a tendency to mess up financially, to mess up our credit. You want to mess around with a whole lot of women, but you got a problem when she mess around with men.
Oh my God. That part. So
and that's like a double standard because hold on. We're not nobody's mothers or fathers.
Definitely not. We partners.
Right? It's supposed to be a mutual understanding.
That's
it's like marriage and in a relationship, like a mutual agreement. All right? Just because I'm with you doesn't mean you own your control. I still have my life. But if I choose to
Big bro, can I?
But if I choose to respect you, right, enough to say, okay, you know what, while we're in this relationship, I'm gonna maintain myself. But tell the truth, there may be times come up where I might want to go somewhere else. But don't make her have to find out because you sleeping around, be a man, you know what? Like Amy said, a couple weeks we was talking about a topic about the same topic. Just tell this, I want to go next door and see Sally right quick, man. Listen, you know, right now I don't feel like being, I don't want to make love to you.
That only works when the male is doing it. Because if I was doing it, hold on, it's an age barrier with it too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Younger people, they can accept that.
Right.
You know, you do your thing, I do my thing, we get back together. But 45 and over, I don't think they're going for that.
But let me just say this, I'm gonna let you jump in. I respect what your lifestyle is, brother, but from see, in the United States, there's still a small percentage of people that live polyamorous. Okay, so I respect your if you have understanding with your people, who am I to step in? Okay, obviously the issue here with us revolves around communication. Okay, and I want to make sure I put it out in the air. It's not like only men lie and women are bad, absolutely not. Okay, you know,
I just speak for us.
Right. Okay. A liar is a liar.
It's no
My mama used to say what? If you lie, you steal, right? So being a liar is just what it is. Okay, so of course effective communication. But you know, there comes a point in time for most people in their lives, they want to figure out someone that they can be with. Okay? You know, now, and usually that's one person, you know, like we're gonna build our kingdom. We're gonna have a house, we're gonna do this and that. And that takes a coming together. That takes an honesty. That takes a certain sort of commitment, a melding, if you will, of lives and personalities. And you know, when you get together to put a family together, it ain't all about just your pleasure. It's really about the legacy you're trying to create. Okay? Okay? I'm tired of black folks dying and needing to GoFundMe because they ain't building no legacy. Okay? You don't have no damn insurance. Why? Because you had fun. Okay? So, you know, maybe I just think on some level we put the cart before the horse. That's all.
Well,
I had a comment actually, and it's actually a question because I prefer to be celibate and have been now for several years. I ain't waiting for the right one. It's just I don't like that type of energy that's coming into me. So, however, so when everybody is fucking and doing all that nastiness, do anybody use protection?
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
That's all. I'm just saying, do what y'all do, but just wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Hold it up.
Those two. Yeah.
It's both our job as men and women to protect the other, because if the other should not bring it up, then why would you bring up something? You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of diseases, fetal diseases.
I don't think anyone plans to give anybody anything.
No, they was.
That's not a part of the plan.
But it's also just precautions.
Okay, hold up. Let's let this brother's been patient, been chomping at the bit. Let us go speak.
No, because what is your name?
Steve.
Adrian. Muhammad. Adrian, because you have made a comment, and I love people. I don't like to argue. I love to communicate and comprehend. That's all I'm here for tonight, right? And you said something about the differences in ages accepting the promiscuity in a sense, right? I don't think it's a thing about age, because I was brought into this polyamory thing by somebody 47 years old. I was in my 20s. It's all about lifestyle. Polyamory has always existed, and it will always exist. We are Western mindseted people now. We think that one is everything, and it's not. We believed in many and multitude of gods at one point, and many different tribes and religions. Now we're in America, and we think that there's just one God, and he's jealous. I learned just a few days ago there was a God that was jealous that we wanted to make sure we did not worship, because he was jealous of the original God. And I learned this through Yoruba. So there are religions that predate Christianity and Islam that is being hidden from us. And I'm learning myself as a black man, because you know what I learned? I learned through school how to be a black American. Now I'm learning about my history before slavery. And I'm black. I'm black. When I tell y'all I'm black, I'm black. Bro, everything black, I love it. Hip hop, I am that. Everything. One thing I learned is America hides the real creativity from us. The fact that when I watch Instagram and I see all these little African kids dancing in Africa better than our kids, I realize where all the true energy comes from. Us. We created all of it. The relationships, the marriage, the kings, the queens, the religions. We created it. We created it. It broke off into 13 different books. And we all decided to pick up those books differently. You might be a Christian. I was once a Muslim. I was born a Muslim because my name is Muhammad. I didn't choose Islam. My father chose it for me. I chose Yoruba. You get me? So it's all about the mindset. I ain't gonna take over your thing. It's about the mindset, because the lady who put me onto it was way older than me, and I was still in my 20s. She was about that life though. She put me on it, and I loved it. And it wasn't about pleasure. You know what it was about? Honesty. That's why I'm spinning up into
a lot of things we're trying to was
well, polyamory, honesty is not about sex. It is not about sex. It's about honesty. If I can't be honest with you, I don't even want to be around you. I'm gonna be honest. If I gotta fake myself.
So
Answer my question again. I'm just curious. A person that get done in a long time. I'm just saying.
Talk about this.
So, do y'all just have sex, or is it some type of intimacy with it? Is it any type of spiritual connection, or is it just that nut and go?
Are you asking me?
Shit, you the one who stood up.
I don't talk about what I don't speak about what I do in the bedroom. Intimately, I'm polyamorous. I gave you that much. You don't tell me about what you do in your bedroom. Exactly. Nobody needs it. And that's the next thing. That was something coming back to how do you say the name again? Adrian. Sorry, I'm bad with names, but I will always remember your face, Adrian, because you remember mine. You said something earlier about that as well, where it's like we really choose whether we want to be a part of a relationship or we want to like kind of go out there at a certain age. Everybody does. Right. And it's your teenage years, from your teenage years to your 20s. You don't date with a purpose. So if you wind up sleeping with somebody, okay, this person I'm sleeping with. Now, we actually date with a purpose now. So if you're going out on dates or whatever, some people don't want to date multiple people. Me, I don't want to date a lot of people. It's too expensive for a man to date a lot of women. It's too expensive. You're stupid if you're out there throwing your money away at somebody throwing flipping shrimp on the grill in front of you. You can do that at home. I'm a homebody. I cook my ass off. I love doing that. That comes with my love. So when you said that thing about intimate, one of my most intimate things I do for women is cook for them. And that's as much as I'll give you. I'm not giving you my bedroom. I'll give you my kitchen. But some people can't stand up and say that for themselves. Polyamory is not about sex. We live a life just like you, except I'm cool and comfortable with telling you that I'm 34 years old. I plan to live to 99. I'm not going to sleep with one person, the same person for the rest of my life. I am, but I'm not going to lie and say that I won't sleep with somebody else in the next however many years.
Okay, fair enough. And this is not about necessarily judging you or your lifestyle, but I respect your honesty. But how do we reconcile that when you think about the number of our kids that are, let me finish, brother. Okay, it is very clear that our children are being raised primarily in single-family homes. They're having terrible outcomes. Okay, every data statistic, okay, cannot get around it. 7 out of 10 men in jail come from a single-parent household. Most children from single-parent households usually live poorer than their father, usually do drugs, have trouble. So clearly, the manner in which we have been dating or vetting, or in most cases not vetting someone, has certainly disrupted our community. So how do we address that now? I know you are living your lifestyle. Tell me, in your lifestyle, does it involve communally raising children?
Yes.
Okay.
Because we all heard the statement, it takes a village to raise a child, right? Why do we run away from that because we live in apartments in New York?
Because there's no village for our children to run to.
Exactly. So we turn around and run away from the people. The people are the village, not the village. We think we need to be living in a village to have a village.
One at a time.
I grew up in Drew Hamilton projects and then Lincoln projects. Those were villages, all right? It was enough people in your building to take care of all the children. We had a lady who walked around with a belt and a bat and watched all the kids. Told your grandmother, told your mother, the 90s are different than what they are now.